There. What do you say we stream from MLB The Show? We got Tomoyuki Sagano, who quite frankly has not pitched all that well in real life. Hasn't pitched all that well for me in the game either. Ugh. We got lots of moves to make. We're going to lead off Laureano. Okay, let's roll with this item. How's everybody doing? Consider liking the stream, subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciated as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're only 28 away from 1,300, and we're always striving for the elusive 4,000 watch hours. The Red Sox made some pretty major moves prior to the series. They traded Duran. They traded Chapman, I believe.
Just about set. Starting on the mound in this one, Hunter Dobbins. And singing a special
Hunter
day for him.
Dobbins.
He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues.
You'll notice that I've turned off the strike zone outline.
It's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Ramon Laureano leading things off and takes the strike.
How's everybody doing?
Ball. 1-1.
Right through there for a strike. See if you can go upstairs.
Not much. How are you, Cody?
Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
Hit in the air, left field. And there's one away.
I heard. How did he do?
Let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugouts, and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
Throw over to Toro. Rutschman retired.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. Henderson with a homer in his last
I'm not
game.
doing bad myself.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
2-0.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there.
Oh, what a catch.
Up against the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning.
Wow.
For outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here at Fenway. And
How's the audio?
this one,
Do I sound like I'm in sync?
Sagano. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what
What's
he's able
up,
to do
Gabe?
with this one.
Righty delivers. Foul ball there.
Gabe, you're going to have to keep me up to date on the tail end of the Oriole game.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. Not in time, he legs it out.
It is still 6-6.
Masataka Yoshida.
Runner!
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
I don't care much about hockey.
Way inside.
Now, Gabe, he loves hockey.
The other way, and it goes just foul.
He thinks the pitchers in baseball should throw a hockey puck instead of a baseball.
Early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great.
To the right side, Urias throws to first. There for the out. Runners.
See, that's what a professional hitter does. He makes contact, scores the run, gets the high fives from his teammates.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. That one missing inside. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in the finale of this four-game set. Right through there for a strike.
Did I give you a doubleheader, Gabe?
Big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Hit on the ground to short. Let's go. And that is that. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Orioles nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Do you like the fact that I took the strike zone outline out?
Dobbins back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
By the way, is my audio in sync?
And that skips in the dirt. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Abreu brings it in. 1 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball.
You mean Bobby Jinks?
Pitch there, and he's kind of
the old closer?
missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on. From
He died. He wasn't that old.
Sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's way high. 3-0.
3-0.
1 out, bases
What's new,
empty.
Gabe?
And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
And
Take
that's
your
their
base.
first base runner of the game.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch
96,
walk,
center
and
fielder,
guy at the
Cedric
plate was
Mullins.
not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Stops it on a slide.
Nice play.
Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that.
I don't know. Gabe's in here. Ask Gabe if he what hockey team he likes.
Was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And now the DH, Kobe Mayo. 4 for 12 in the series so far. That misses,
Ball.
and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Kobe, I want to hit a home run for Gabe Mayo.
No, that's in.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Go, Red Sox! Woo, Red Sox! Heck!
Gabe sounds like the guy from the Dos Equis commercials.
2 down.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis.
And it hit him.
You got him.
This is Dylan Carlson. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That misses.
1-1.
And that's ball 1. That's inside.
No, that's it.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Now one miss. Jorge Mateo in the on-deck circle, hoping to
I don't
get a
think Jorge
chance to make
Mateo
a big
plays another
impact.
game for the Orioles.
There's the strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really
Yeah, that was the pitch I should have swung at.
fastball.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes
Hit that
you
like
gotta
button
let
for
it
me.
out. That's an outstanding job.
It helps
of
push
taking that.
the stream out to other people.
Back here at Fenway, bottom half of inning number 2, digging in,
Left
Rob
fielder,
Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder.
And that one fouled off. And now it's
Ball.
even up. And that one clips the corner. Got it. And there's one down.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the
That is
fastball on the
catcher.
previous pitch,
Look at that
it's
splitter.
so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
He was way out. He must have been looking for the fastball.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal.
Yes, money.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yes, money, Grundle.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Let's see if we can get him chase.
That wasn't an easy pitch.
Yeah,
to hit.
right. He hit
It's
that.
much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a ball. Foul ball
There's a very
still
random
1-2
question,
count.
but I don't dislike Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm not a big coffee drinker and I'm not a big donut eater, so
And a
it's not
foul
somewhere
ball
I
is allowed.
frequent.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box.
Hey, Gabe, did I tell you that in this franchise, the Red Sox traded Jarren, Duran, and Chapman?
Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Hello, Cody Cousin.
That's a ball.
Not in real life, in my franchise, yes.
Was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers come
Oh, they also released Trevor Story.
Is help his team win.
Marcelo Meyer, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
No, that's outside.
Chris,
Ball.
with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
That's a ball.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great
3-0.
spot for a hitter to be in.
That's
3-1.
in there. 3-1.
Ah!
Squirts away a little bit.
Full count.
Here's a rip.
Nice catch by Gunnar.
There for the 3rd out. One left for the Red Sox, but they lead it.
What a
1-0.
play. Clip that all day.
Welcome back,
Leading
and
off
take a look at
for
some hot
Baltimore,
hitting
third
in this
baseman,
series
Jorge
as we check
Mateo.
out the numbers. The wind of the pitch. That one a little
That
bit
missed. That's
high.
the ball.
1-0. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed.
1-1.
So what do you... Are you at the point, Gabe, where you think the Orioles should sell?
And it's 2-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One down.
Now batting, left fielder Ramon Larned.
Here's my question.
Back to
You
the
know,
top of the lineup.
and I'm going to sound like I'm defending Mike Elias here a little bit, and maybe to a degree I am. If you look at the crop of free agent pitchers from this past offseason,
Laureano, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free
you know,
agent.
and you say Corbin Burns was
That slider didn't move.
probably never coming back here, especially once the Diamondbacks got involved.
That up. Just gonna have to be careful on that pitch.
You know, and then Corbin goes and gets hurt,
Gonna count 1 and
so
2.
he wouldn't have been a help for us anyway. You know, Sean Manaea, who everybody said, "Oh, give up the draft pick, sign him." He hasn't even pitched this year yet this year because he's hurt.
Swings and misses. It's a
So he'd have been just like Bradish
ball, and it was a
and
Now batting, catcher
Here's
Adley
Adley
Rodriguez.
He's 0 for 1. This is a guy who is very highly
The only
regarded.
guy that you
Fun to
can make
watch
an
him.
argument,
Control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at
I mean,
free
granted,
agent,
obviously you don't know the
but
stat, you know, they may have played better for us, but you know, Severino has not pitched good in Sacramento, and he already wants
Unless the
out.
ball's in the dirt or gets by him,
of
they're
Sacramento.
probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come
The
into
only
play.
guy that you can make an argument,
throws to
yeah,
second,
there's definitely,
and
you
that's a
know,
double.
playing well with his new team, pitching well with his new team, is Max Reed. And there was no way the Orioles were going to give him the kind of money the Yankees gave him. Or, actually, no, they would have given him the type of money. They just weren't going to give him 7 years.
Pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Nice double by Adley.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch
No, that's
misses.
low. Ball.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
1-1 now. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the
1-2.
zone.
Count.
There's nothing to be sorry about. Cody only asked if I like Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like or dislike it because I don't
And now the count
eat there
is
enough to
1-1.
have an opinion. Only problem, and Cody, you and I have talked, the only problem you and I have ever had is I didn't want you constantly talking about Iceberg. Now that you're not doing that, you're fine.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Any update on the Orioles score?
Ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Abraham Toro. That one
ball,
not
no
close.
strikes.
Ball one. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pitch in the dirt,
2-2.
and it's 2-2. And that's in the
Count
dirt.
is full.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three balls, two strikes the count. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to.
Gotta get Sagano some runs for
miss
it.
the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact.
Oh, Gunner, how do you not feel that?
That was a really good pitch.
Now it's the DH.
By the way, Gabe, you still here?
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have
Line drive, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The relay, not in time. He scores. And they take a two-run lead. One gone, runner at first. And the batter now, Alex Bregman. Hit on the ground, might be two. Good feed, that's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So one run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the series has
Baltimore,
played out
first
so far.
baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Abreu makes the grab, one away. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. He swings and fouls one off. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the
Cedric
center
Mullins.
fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Nice hit by Ramon.
Rounded out his first time up. That one is blasted left field towards the monster.
Damn, I thought that was going to go off the monster.
The catch. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off.
It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never going to
Bottom of the
win.
fourth, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and we're seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one misses in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ref Snyder stands in now and watches strike one. And that one is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Remember back in the good old days, Gabe, when we used to actually win series and
It's in and
win
out
several games in a row?
And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice
Cody, you've
job
been
of
fine in here lately. I am not ready to
here.
make you a
Lets
mod,
the
though.
defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Red Sox leading it by
Besides that, generally, people that get made mods don't ask to get made mods. They just do it because they are active in the stream for a period of time, things like that. You generally don't ask to be a mod.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one fouled off.
Gabe, you still here?
And that misses.
I want to ask you something.
Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
You're up.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield. But
Should I get College Football 26 and do a Notre Dame franchise again?
Great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back.
That reminds me. Give me 1 second. Wish you could choose the people that get the gifted memberships.
Dobbins back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out.
By the way, Gabe, do you like the slight rebrand of the name to Charm City Entertainment?
That's in there. Now and he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, this guy's been pretty much
I'm getting beaten by a rookie.
so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting.
Hey, the alerts work
right now.
That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1.
Neato.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo now. He's 0 for 1. Inside.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's ball 1.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
By the way, Gabe, I've come to a realization.
And another ball.
You're never actually going to get a membership to this channel.
Pitcher out there on the mound.
Even though you told me you would.
Ahead 2-0. put himself in a really good spot.
In the air, right side. Abreu on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Fenway.
Leading
And now
off
the
for
shortstop,
the Red
Marcelo
Sox.
Meyer.
Shortstop, number 39.
And the first
That's the
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1. And that's outside. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it?
Real something.
Sometimes
Why
it
do I
gives,
have
Sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Jorge Mateo at third? And
Now, Abraham Toro went down on strikes his first time through. That one misses in the dirt. Red Sox by 2. Swings through that.
1-1.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at
Let's
high
go.
level, that discipline to remember.
This ball is hammered deep center field.
tell me David Hamilton did not just deliver.
Call from Anya Billy.
That one felt good.
Why do you only call me?
Homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Now here is
1-0.
Masataka Yoshida. And another ball.
outside.
Sagano. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of...
This is what happens when you leave a pitcher in the game too long.
And that one fouled off. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Over to first, and that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Luis Guerrero.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing
Here we go.
right here to get some critical outs.
Guess it could have been worse. We could have lost it in the 9th.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Jordan Hicks, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bernardino warming up as well. On the ground right side, Hamilton. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
Adley
batting,
Rutschman,
catcher,
the next to hit for the
Adley
Orioles.
Rutschman.
1 for 2. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball.
Hit that leg button.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is downstairs. In the air out towards right center. Abreu sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Both 2.
This is Give me 1 second, guys.
Foul ball. Henderson, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Looking good, Red Sox.
And that is out of play. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No
Oh,
run.
that's frustrating.
Back in Boston, bottom of the
Leadoff
6th.
for
Here's
the
Alex
Red
Bregman.
Sox. Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
New pitcher on now, Yennier
Now
Cano.
pitching for
Pretty
Baltimore.
tight game, so they're looking for quality
Number
pitches out of him
78.
right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Just missed. First and second, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
1-0.
In the dirt. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base.
Quickly to second for 1. Wide pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
7-6 Orioles. Let's go. How did we get the run?
Down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Bregman on third. Grandal on at first with 2 down. And that'll load the bases. At the plate, Marcelo Meyer.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
High fly ball out into left center field. Squeezes it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Red Sox leave them loaded, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Bernardino.
Brennan Bernardino.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Swinging a foul straight back. And
Tell you what, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, and Well, I can because of the way he's played, but if you'd have told me at the beginning of the season I was going to say this, I'd told you you were drunk. Ramon Laureano deserves to be a reserve in the All-Star game. He deserves to go to the All-Star game.
Job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And now it's 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air out to center. Rafaela on his way over. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Up the middle. And that one finds its way through.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. His splits between April and May there.
Here we go. Turn 2.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitters timed it up.
That's a good thing.
To be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Full count.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
That reminds me, I got to try to pick him up in the game.
Here, the top half of inning number 7. Outside, and that is ball.
A few years ago, Jacob Stallings was considered one of the best defensive catchers in baseball.
Kobe Mayo now at the plate.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Tying run at the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 1-2 now.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss struck him out. 2 away.
So far, just one of those days for this line.
Jordan Hicks on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Carlson in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Urias, the lead runner at second. Mullins at first, 2 out of the inning.
'Cause if I...
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sent it over to first.
Nice play.
Get the out, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, David Hamilton. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. And that's down and away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
I did not think the guy that would beat me would be David Hamilton.
Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit. Here comes the manager out of the...
Pitching for Baltimore, number 56, Sir Anthony.
Swinging a foul out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
0-2.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third. And now it's Alex Bregman. And there's a foul ball.
Well, that's generally how it works. 3 outs to end an inning. I'm just kidding with you, Gabe.
Hard hit left side. Here's Mateo for 1, and that's 2. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles. We go to the 8th and into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo.
Sure you did.
All right, Red Sox.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that one is inside ball 1.
Let's go, Sox.
Next offering is fouled back.
Sit him down.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-2.
Taps and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've
They're
got to
kicking
do
my
better at the
butt.
plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Come on, Sox.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. Just off the inside edge. And now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ref Snyder in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Out.
And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of
Play
those pitches
baseball.
off the plate away. Don't expect anything
Play
down the heart of the
baseball.
plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
All right, somebody hasn't hit the like button. Either Cody or Gabe hasn't hit the like button.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty.
Yes, money.
Grandal digs in
Yes,
now.
money, Grundle.
For a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the
Well, that doesn't do me any good, Gabe. The more you hit the like button, the more YouTube pushes out the stream to other people.
2 outs. Battling here.
That's why streamers ask for you to hit the like button during the stream.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's 3-2. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third, and he held up.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Oh, you liked it. I thought you said, my apologies. I thought it said you, I read your message wrong. I thought you said you liked it. You liked it at the end.
And on the mound, the closer, Justin Slate.
I was like, hitting the like button at the end does the stream no good.
Small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That missed by a lot. 2-0.
2-0 count.
I think I'm only doing one game right now.
The edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one's spoiled.
Did we get those 3 outs yet?
The count now 2-1. Outside. Fouled off left side. 3-2 now. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 3-2 now. Popped up.
So we won the series. We could actually get a sweep tomorrow.
He's 2 outs away. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Meyer. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time.
Hit to right, and that should do it.
Well, I wish I could have scored a run at least, but wasn't meant to be. We do split the series in Boston.
The shutout.
As always, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Gabe, Cody, thank you for being here. I shall see you all later. You lovely gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your evening.